Travis Kelce walks into an interview at Chiefs training camp. St. Joseph, Missouri. On a sunny afternoon, the atmosphere at the Kansas City Chiefs training camp was stirred up strongly when Travis Kelce, the number one star at the tight end position, walked to the interview podium, creating a special center of attention among dozens of lenses and microphones pointed at him. On Monday, July 21st, the red jersey with the number 87, Kelce's familiar symbol, is now not just a practice uniform, but a symbol of the entire successful empire that the Chiefs are building around him. With a face covered in sweat after more than 2 hours of intense practice with his teammates, Kelce appeared confident and full of energy, an image that made many people feel excited and assured about the team's competitive spirit. A fiery day in Missouri. The Mosaic Life Care training camp in St. Joseph is entering its peak phase. The end of July is the time for NFL teams to seriously shape their rosters, test tactics, and most importantly, rebuild their team spirit after the off-season. And for the Kansas City Chiefs, a team that has just stepped out of a very successful season, the pressure to repeat the glory is always present. Today's practice was not easy. The players had to perform a series of high-intensity speed drills, team coordination, and offensive and defensive tactics. People caught the image of Patrick Mahomes continuously throwing deep balls, Rashee Rice running at full speed, and Chris Jones applying pressure as usual. But at the center of it all, Travis Kelce was still the leader of the squad. Not only did he complete the drills with great precision, but he also continuously shouted encouragement to his young teammates, adjusted every little detail in a rookie player's route run, and encouraged the offensive line after an unsuccessful protection situation. As soon as the final whistle blew, the Chiefs media team quickly set up the interview area. The background featured the Mosaic Life Care logo and the words, "Training Camp," printed evenly on the black wall. A Geha microphone was fixed, in front of which was a dedicated camera placed diagonally to the left, ready to capture every expression, word, and look of the main character. Travis walked in, not in a hurry, but decisively. Still with a masculine style, his long hair was neatly combed, his beard was neatly trimmed, his dark blue eyes shone with determination. "Hello, Kelce. How was practice today?" A Kansas City sports reporter opened the interview. Travis smiled slightly. "High intensity, very high. But that's how we train. No one is allowed to let down their guard for even a second. With the Chiefs, every run has to have Super Bowl significance." The leader's words, "I want the rookies to understand that this is not just football, it's a culture." When asked about this year's rookie group, Travis Kelce did not hesitate to express his satisfaction, and also gave necessary reminders. "I see young guys with a lot of talent. But talent is not enough. The important thing is humility and willingness to learn. Here, we don't play for ourselves. We play for the logo on our chest, for the teammates next to us, and for the 80,000 fans at Arrowhead every Sunday." This statement made the group of reporters a little quiet. It's not that Kelce is being hyper, it's that mentality that has made him one of the most beloved players in Kansas City, an icon that goes beyond the field. "Nobody reads me like he does." A staple of every interview with Travis Kelce is the story of the special bond between him and quarterback Patrick Mahomes. When an ESPN reporter asked, "What makes you two connect so well on the field?" Travis simply smiled and answered, "Honestly, it's absolute trust. Patrick knows where I'm going to be before I'm there. I know the ball is coming whether I see it or not. That's not something you can teach in a book, it's blood, sweat, and time." That answer is not only a compliment to Mahomes, but also an affirmation that this duo will continue to haunt every defense in the NFL next season. Of course, the story couldn't end without touching on his personal life, specifically his high-profile relationship with Taylor Swift. When a reporter from ET asked the light-hearted question, "Does Taylor come to cheer you on days like this?" Travis leaned into the microphone, smiling mischievously. "Today is about football, right? But if you ask me, yes, there is someone special who always cheers me on from afar. And I really appreciate that." Without saying another word, the answer was enough to make the whole crowd laugh with satisfaction. It showed Travis knew how to protect his privacy without losing his friendliness. It was a mature, sophisticated Kelce, and increasingly profound in the way he treated people. Unexpected question: have you thought about retiring? A local reporter suddenly asked. Travis, you are 35 years old. Have you ever thought about hanging up your boots in the near future? Travis raised his eyebrows but kept smiling. When my body says stop, I listen to it. But not today. And I don't think it will. I still love this game. I still love the feeling of walking out onto the field and hearing the Arrowhead crowd roar. As long as I can contribute, I will not stop. Handshake, smile, and the mark of a leader. After more than 15 minutes of answering questions from the media, from professional to personal, Travis Kelce ended the interview by walking down, shaking hands with each reporter, bowing to thank the media team, and lingering to take photos with a group of media interns at the camp. The action was not grand, but it clearly marked a leader, someone who is not only good on the field, but also knows how to spread positive energy in every moment of everyday life. The legendary journey that hasn't stopped. After today's interview, one thing became clear: Travis Kelce is no longer just the greatest receiver in Chiefs history, he is a living symbol of the entire organization's identity. When young players look at him, they see the image of discipline, passion, and greatness that can be achieved by taking steady steps, day after day. The new season is approaching, teams across America are preparing for the campaign to conquer. But in Kansas City, once again, the Super Bowl dream will be woven from the indomitable spirit and the heart that never stops beating for the football of Travis Kelce. From St. Joseph, where sweat drips on every yard of grass and faith is tempered by every hour, Travis Kelce is once again ready to enter the battle of the new season. And as always, the entire city of Kansas City will be behind him. The Kansas City Chiefs enter training camp with one motive: revenge. Following the Super Bowl defeat to the Philadelphia Eagles, you could see the Chiefs' mood shift as they went into the offseason. While they all spent time away for relaxation with their families, it's time to get back to work. Going into training camp, the motivation should be self-driven. Opening your phone and seeing multiple things said about the franchise you play for, taking a step back, doesn't feel good. So with that said, here are the 3 players whose play will positively impact the Chiefs on their journey back to the top of the mountain. This should be a given. When Mahomes is on, so are the Chiefs, and regardless of the Super Bowl loss, that fact hasn't changed. Going into his 9th season with the franchise, Mahomes knows a thing or two about how to be successful in the National Football League. The 2-time MVP and 3-time Super Bowl champion has a ton of young wide receivers that he looks to help throughout the season. While Mahomes can't do it all, he must instill trust in and from his wide receivers for the Chiefs to thrive in 2025. With the return of Hollywood Brown, the second year of Xavier Worthy, and eagerness of Jalen Royals, Mahomes could easily return to his MVP form and lift the franchise back to the mountaintop. While Kelce's production might not be there this season, he has made it a goal of his to be the best leader he can be for his teammates. Following arguably the worst season of his veteran career in 2024, Kelce is ready to give it his all in what could be his final season in the NFL. If Kelce can turn back the clock for the big-time moments late in games for the Chiefs this season, while being the leader he strives to be, the Chiefs' winning ways are sure to be on the horizon. Point 3. Trent McDuffie. Of all the extensions the front office handed out this offseason, McDuffie wasn't one of the recipients. However, that could easily be used as fuel by the young cornerback to build off what he accomplished last season and take charge as a leader on the defense. Travis is such a gentle, nice guy, and funny as hell, Sandler told the outlet. He's like the guys I grew up with. When I was with Travis, it reminded me of my buddies in high school, just being able to laugh and say the things you want to say. The actor went on to say that Kelce, who will make a cameo appearance in the upcoming sequel to Happy Gilmore, is a great actor and a great human.